All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Aston Martin V8 Vantage with a 6-speed manual. We finished an oil change. We got the Velocity AP X pipe on, which we'll check out in just a second. But either way, we have the X pipe on, but we also now have the tune, the Velocity AP tune. So now we're running basically full cat back Velocity AP exhaust system. We have the 200 cell cats, the X pipe, the GT4 Super Sport exhaust. We'll take a look at that just in a second underneath the car. Before we start it up, obviously it would be way too hot afterwards. We're gonna take it for a quick spin and then cars and coffee in the morning. Yeah, should be fun. Stage 2 tune with the crackle pops, whatever. So I'm very curious to see how this thing's gonna sound. It's probably gonna be ridiculous in the garage, but we'll get it out on the road, give it a couple pulls, make sure everything feels okay and sounds okay. But man, I am very excited for this. And away we go. So in the very back here, you can see there's a ton of room for activities without, this is where the stock muffler went. So this whole area here was stock muffler, and we literally just have these GT4 Super Sport exhausts that just go right out and then straight into the X pipes, which we will get to shortly. So we have the back of the car there. If we head up this way, we have this skid plate, and you can see that now we are hitting the X pipe. That's right, guys. We got the Velocity AP. Look at those gorgeous welds. We have the Velocity AP X pipe right here. And then we go up a little bit further and we have the Velocity AP again with the branding there. 200 cell cats. Incredible. So obviously these cats are much shorter. The stock cats go all the way back to like here, I think. 600 cell stock. These are 200 cell. And then obviously, well, we have the skid plate, so you can't see the headers, but headers are stock on this car. But yeah, we got the 200 cell cats, X pipe, and GT4 Super Sport exhaust muffler delete. So this thing is quite loud. The X pipe gives it a nice like higher pitched tone, but now we have the stage 2 tune and the crackle pop. So we're gonna see how this thing sounds. I'm pretty excited. Hope you guys are excited. Let's get out from under here. So much room for activities. Woo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for a cold start. We'll get the quick jacks out of there while it warms up a tiny bit, and we'll go for a quick little drive. Just like that, we are off. I'm just like so giddy right now. I feel like a kid on Christmas morning, you know, like that's how excited I am to sort of hear this thing. I can just already tell how much higher pitch it is, and I'm only at 2,500 RPM. So I can't even fathom what 5, 6, 7,000 RPM is gonna sound like. Oh my goodness, but that, oh my gosh, that exhaust note, that's so good. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but oh my gosh. Woo! It's also just much more responsive. So part of the tune is it just makes the throttle much more responsive, especially I think in like first and second. Oh man, that tone is, it's much crisper, a little bit more high pitched. It's not as just like, I'm no longer driving just another Mustang with an obnoxious exhaust on their V8 or whatever kind of engine they have. But it's actually like a nice like higher pitch. Even at 3,000 RPM, that sounds so good. So I'm at about 3,000 RPM right now. I'm obviously going uphill, but. Okay, the crackle and burble tune might get a little obnoxious because I don't have mufflers at all, but Alright, that's kind of ridiculous. Woo. V8 Vantage, 6-speed manual with Velocity AP Stage 2 tune with pops, 200 cell cats, X-Pipe, and GT4 Super Sport exhaust. We're gonna have fun today. We're going to Cars and Coffee. However, it's a little embarrassing because, well, big snafu with the rotors and pads. Basically, we took them off, had to put them back on. Now there's a little bit of squealing, to say the least. A little embarrassing there, but whatever, it is what it is. The car sounds phenomenal. Super responsive throttle now with the tune. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get on the road. We're gonna have some fun. Maybe we can get some pools, some flybys from somebody else filming, but I don't know. That's kind of asking a lot from me and somebody else. So either way, let's get it started up. We're gonna do a quick oil check just because we did an oil change. I've only driven it twice since then, so just want to check levels again. And then Cars and Coffee. Wait for it, wait for it. And now. Oh yeah, we're looking good, guys. Right in between, I mean, you guys probably can't see that, but right in between the two dashes. We're golden. Let's head to Cars and Coffee. I just want to take a moment to apologize to my neighbors for the early morning and late night in and outs. Cold startups, you know how it is. She is pretty loud, but I try to, I don't know. There's really not much I can do in first, second gear. It's just loud, so. All right, so after doing a little bit more driving last night, did a little like 40-minute drive out to my buddy's house and back. I think, I don't know if the X-Pipe just broke in more or maybe just driving with it. I really understand the rev range now, how it sounds, what it does, the cracks and pops, when those hit, when those don't hit. So after all of that, I now know exactly how to enjoy the exhaust, if you will. So I guess let's just do a quick second to third pull, and then I'm gonna let off the accelerator, and I think you'll get a good idea of the general exhaust. So to briefly go over, what happens is, when you put the 200 cell cats and the GT4 Super Sport exhaust, which is effectively a muffler delete on the car, it makes the V8, you know, scream, but it's very raspy. It's that raspy, raw V8. Putting the X-Pipe on, even right now at like, I don't know, 3,700 RPM, you can just hear that slightly higher pitch, but it's a clean tone. And that's what the X-Pipe does. It cleans up that exhaust note very nicely, pretty much all the way through the rev range. Having the muffler delete though, it's still very loud, and you still obviously get the cracks and pops now with the tune. But yeah, let's just get to it. Ready? All right, we're gonna get around this turn here, and then I'm just gonna do it. You can hear as soon as I let off. Ready? All right, so we're gonna downshift a second. You can hear that higher pitch there. And then wait for it. It just keeps going. We're at like 4,000, 3,500, but it just pops all the way down. You give it a little bit of gas, let off. So obviously, we have the tuner in the car. You can literally just plug it in, and I have a original file tune, I have a stage 2 tune, and then I have a stage 2 pops tune. So they send you all three. Well, I requested it, so I don't know if they'll always send you all three, but I have all three files. I can obviously go back to the original tune whenever I want. I can go to just the stage 2, and then right now I have the stage 2 pops on. So very nice system. It sounds nice and clean now. The install was, I guess, very simple, aside from if you run into issues with, like, you know, rusted or corroded bolts and whatnot. So some of those swapped out for brand new ones, use some anti-seize and whatnot, but overall it's an easy process, right? Definitely would recommend having 2 sets of hands at the very least. But yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty easy install. Just do it when the exhaust is cold, for sure. Driving that thing down to Amelia Island. Old Alfa Romeo. That's crazy! Sounds better than my car. Could you hear the pops?
Okay, again, I hate following you. And I think we scared the shit out of everybody when we just fucking... Everybody was so afraid. It was just like, you were popping, I was popping.
That was incredible.
I was just trying to be as
Dude, his exhaust stock sounds, I mean, obviously he did the, the decats, but still, like everything else is stock on that thing. It just sounds incredible, I know. The GT. Oh, and the Tesla? Wow, the P90D Founder Edition. Gorgeous M3, and then obviously the red Ferrari 458. These things just sound incredible. They look so good, naturally aspirated. Gorgeous cars. That like tri-tip exhaust. Yeah, I mean, if I were to get a Ferrari, this would be the one. Granted, I can't afford it, but yeah, just beautiful. Ferrari 458 Italia. And I love this blue on the M3. But you also have headers. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the header thing.
It's much higher pitch though when it starts up. It's crazy. But you can hear like how low and loud it is. It sounds different. All right, so this is a 4.7 with mufflers though. Oh, his is much higher pitch. Yeah, interesting. It's crazy seeing your own car. It looks really nice and it sounds fantastic too. That's ridiculous. Had a little cars and coffee meet up with two other Aston owners. One of them was getting a little bit of condensation in their taillights, like I mentioned. So what you can do is pull them off and put some like silicone seal around the outside where they tend to crack or just have gaps. And usually that fixes it. So just thought I'd watch the process, help out where I could. But in case I need to do it on my own car in the future, I have a better idea of what to do. It is pretty straightforward. But either way, fun day. Went to BC Brewery, pretty cool spot, but we're heading home now. Exhaust sounds fantastic. The tune is doing well, so Velocity AP, thank you. You guys are crushing it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.